JMT quesadilla. You can move it, it's mine. Current tent situation. Everything's soaked and muddy. It is hailing outside. Awesome. Loving the JMT. Just some morning snowfield walking action, not too bad. Coming out of Garnet Lake. That's not the lake. The lake's like way down there. Almost in the sun. Woohoo! Lovely. Switchbacks. Good morning, Sierras. Good morning. It is day 6. Morning of day 6 on the trail. I did not make videos for days 4 or 5, and that is because for the last 36 to 48 hours, it's been raining, thundering, hailing, and lightning. So it's kind of hard to pull out the phone and take pictures and videos, so it's a bit scarce. I captured the moments that I could. Anyways, so to recap, 2 days ago we were walking out of Tuolumne. That morning was actually quite nice. Clear sky. Walked through Lyle Canyon. Beautiful, beautiful meadows and river and deer out grazing. Saw a bunch of marmots. It was all flat. It was super awesome. And then we hit a head wall, a bit of an incline, which we were expecting, and started ascending that. And then once we were nearing the top, the clouds that had kind of been looming in the background all day just let loose and started raining. We didn't think it was going to be smart to push further and get into a more exposed area, so we hunkered down on the one dry switchback and ended up making a lot of friends and some hot chocolate and things like that, and just generally commiserating together. When we felt it was letting up a bit, we decided to push forward because we wanted to get as close to Donahue Pass as we possibly could, to go over that early the next morning. And there was a water ford right there at the top as well that we were maybe going to attempt, but by the time we got to the top, it was just a raging river and it was pouring rain. There was one tent pitched in that area, and there was really no other cover, so we went back down to our dry-ish switchback to reassess the situation, because we didn't want to go all the way back down all that elevation we had gained that day. So that was Zoe and I, and then another solo hiker we've been with for the past few days, Alicia, came up, and she had been by herself in most of that storm, so she was glad to see us. And we also met up with Mark and Aaron, a grandfather-grandson duo. So then the 5 of us were just kind of huddling in the switchback. It was becoming quite apparent that the rain was not to let up, so we did go down a little bit, found a campsite, pitched our tents. We were finally able to answer that proverbial question, how do you pitch a tent in the rain? And I'm not quite sure we did it the right way, but we got them up and they were relatively dry-ish on the inside. We made a hot dinner, ate that super fast, and then got into our tents. We were just soaked, and it was nice to have a dry, warm sleeping bag and some dry clothes to get into. It did eventually stop raining that night, but then when we got up early the next morning, it started raining again. Yay, a bridge! And good thing too, would not want to go down there. Yikes. Whew. Thank you to whoever built that bridge, keeping us hikers safe. Rosalie Lake.
Weightlessness, no gravity. Were we somewhere in between? I'm a ghost to you, you're a ghost to me. A bird's eye view, sandalweed.
Thank God, I don't have to play limbo this time. Woohoo!
Check your book for water refills.
Oh, highway boys all sleeping with the dirty mouths and broken strings. Other eyes are shining like the sea for you, the queen of chandeliers. I'm a ghost to you, you're a ghost to me. A bird's eye view, sandalweed.
Woohoo! Leaving Inyo National Forest and entering Devil's Postpile National Monument. So close to Red's Meadow. I can taste that milkshake already.
Cutting through the avenues that always
JMT
find
North,
my
Minaret
way
Lake. That's where we just
beside
came
the hood,
from.
the hammer
That way is continuing on the PCT North. And I am going JMT South.
Chasing ghosts, hold me down, child.
And we're just coming up to a cute little waterfall and a water crossing. Oh, feels so good. It is hot out. You can do it. Look at all these down trees.
fly and dream.
They're just everywhere.
I'm a ghost to you, you're
But
a ghost to me, a bird's eye view,
new life coming up. That's how it goes.
I'm a ghost to you, you're a ghost to me, a bird's eye view, sound
Yeah, so we made camp in the rain.
I'm a
Made
ghost to
hot
you,
dinner.
you're a ghost to
Got in
me,
our
a
tents,
bird's
and I
eye
go on
view,
to camp out the rest of the night. The next morning, it was still raining.
I'm a
I kind of
ghost
slept
to
overnight,
you,
but
you're a
it was
ghost to me, a
raining
bird's
again in
eye
the morning.
view, sound
So we kind of got rolling, put on our rain gear, and started hiking up that incline again. And that first river ford, it wasn't too bad, but freezing cold at like 6 or 7 in the morning. It's not really what you want to be doing. And then a few more fords as we made our way up to the pass. Donahue wasn't too bad, just one kind of small snowfield. And that was about it. And had a nice little break and made some phone calls because we have service up there. AT&T only, not Verizon, which sucks. So I had to borrow someone's phone. But we made our way down on the other side. So that was us leaving Yosemite National Park, and I think coming into the Inyo National Forest, if I'm not mistaken. Then we hiked down for quite some time, and eventually the storms came back, and it rained and thundered and hailed. We went up and over Island Pass, skirted around Thousand Island Lake, which was beautiful, and I wish I could have seen it on a clear day because I'm sure it's just breathtaking. And finally made camp alongside Garnet Lake. The rain let up enough that we didn't have to set up in the rain, but everything was soaked, and our campsite was super muddy. Got some hot food in us, and then again kind of retreated into the tent. The only saving grace of the rain is that there weren't mosquitoes, which we heard were pretty bad when there wasn't rain, so I guess it's a trade-off. Yeah, so because everything was so damp and wet, I woke up this morning to about an inch or two of water in my tent. Kind of pulled at the bottom because I was also on a slope, which was awesome. So my sleeping pad was wet, my sleeping bag was wet, everything was wet. So I made breakfast, put all the wet things in the wet backpack again, and headed off towards Red's Meadow. And currently I am hiking in Devil's Postpile National Monument. Very nice. Coming down, well, we had to come up a little bit before it came back down, but it's been down most of the way today, which has been nice. Oh, now I'm going up. I'm gonna start huffing and puffing. Yeah, we had a little bit of a river ford just back there, nothing too crazy, but it was kind of deep. And ooh, mosquito. And yeah, headed to Red's Meadow, where awaits my first shower in a week. And we're gonna be able to wash our clothes and dry out all our gear and have a burger and a milkshake. So looking forward to that. Yeah, almost 1 week on the trail. 60 miles at the end of today. Yay!
All of my heroes sit up straight.
Alright, so
They stared at the
gonna make the side trip because I've seen it before, but it's still pretty cool. And actually, this is a nice new perspective I'm getting of the columns in the pile. So it's still a treat to be looking at it down from the trail.
My hands, they were strangers lost in the night.
Red's Meadow. Food and showers and laundry. I'm so excited.
I'm waiting in the wings while the trees undress.
We are in Red's Meadow. It is Tyler, isn't it?
Cup in my ear to hear the wind confess. I'm a ghost in the garden, scaring the crows. If it weren't for second chances, we'd all be alone.